Sometimes the smallest gestures have the biggest impact. My daughter Beatrice is working on her certification as a school principal. Recently, she had to give a presentation to a group of educators as part of that program. She spent hours preparing, researching, building slides, and practicing her delivery to ensure her audience received real value from her presentation. Afterward, while reviewing her emails, she found a short note from her supervisor. It was just 2 sentences recognizing her for an excellent job. Beatrice told me that simple message filled her cup for the entire week. More details on that in a moment. Technical skills solve problems, but people skills build careers. Compassionate Geek Online on-demand training empowers IT teams to be easy to work with and create positive customer experiences. That means fewer conflicts, happier users, and a more successful IT team. Give your team the skills they need on their schedule. Visit compassionategeek.com to get started today. There's a link to the course in the notes just below. That short note to Beatrice reminded me of something powerful. Most of us remember to thank people for the big things, but we often overlook the small ones. A simple thank you for routine work or for someone just doing their job can be far more meaningful than we realize. In IT, we're surrounded by systems, tools, and tickets. We focus on keeping things running smoothly and solving problems quickly, but behind every task, behind every trouble ticket is a person, a real, live, living, breathing human being, one of your fellow humans who made that solution possible. Maybe it's the network admin who keeps your Wi-Fi stable, the help desk tech who patiently handles the same question all day long, or the sysadmin who patches servers late at night so the morning goes smoothly for everyone else. They might be just doing their job, but their job directly supports your success and your team's. Taking a moment to thank them sincerely and specifically can change the way they see their work. Gratitude doesn't take much effort, but it requires 2 key things: awareness and intentionality. Awareness means noticing what others do that makes your job easier. Intentionality means choosing to acknowledge it. Instead of a quick thanks, imagine saying something like, "I appreciate how you stayed late last night to fix that issue. That made a big difference for our project." That kind of thank you sticks. In my book, The Compassionate Geek, I talk about the 5 principles of IT customer service: technical competence, compassion, empathy, good listening skills, and treating others with dignity and respect. Those same principles apply to how we treat our coworkers. When you thank someone, you're showing compassion, empathy, and respect. You're listening by noticing their effort, and you're demonstrating competence because you understand that being effective in IT isn't just about technology, it's about people. One of my students told a story about a systems engineer who handled patch management. It was routine work, rarely acknowledged. After one particularly smooth update, the CIO sent him a short note thanking him for how seamlessly it went. Later, he explained it was the first time anyone had ever thanked him for patching servers, and that it completely changed how he saw his role. His confidence, motivation, and performance all improved. That's what gratitude does. It builds trust, engagement, and pride. And it's contagious. When one person feels appreciated, they start paying it forward. Before long, you've got a culture where people notice each other's efforts and say so. Gratitude isn't soft, it's smart leadership. It makes teams stronger, builds resilience, and helps you retain good people. You don't need to overthink it, you just need to mean it. And that brings me back to Beatrice. Her supervisor's 2-sentence email didn't cost anything. It took less than a minute to write, but it meant everything to Beatrice. She felt seen, valued, and motivated to keep giving her best. In your world, that might look a lot like thanking a teammate for fixing a tough issue, documenting a process, or covering for you in a meeting. You never know when your thank you will be the one that fills someone's cup for the week. That's the power of a simple thank you. Be sure to press the thumbs up button and subscribe to this channel. Want more? You'll find tips and training on IT customer service, teamwork, and leadership at compassionategeek.com.